very welcome back to the 6 o'clock show. We've joined Aisling, Larkin in the kitchen, and muffins are on the menu tonight. All right, Muffin.
How are you?
All right, sweetie. All right, so what kind of muffins are they?
We are doing, they're very autumnal, and they've got a really healthy kind of twist on them. And actually, they're very budget friendly. I worked out the cost of these for tonight, right? Whole batch of 12 costs €6.50 each. So they work out at about 57 cents a muffin, and they are so incredibly full of goodness. They really, really are, but they're delicious. So they are pear and maple with a pecan crumble topping, and that's the winner. So I'm going to start with the crumble, right? So to make the crumble, we're using all the good stuff in these. So I have whole wheat flour, and into that I am going to put oats, so whole oats. So I've got like the full oats because I'm going to blend them down for the other. I've got some brown sugar. Then I have a little bit of spice. So one of the secrets to this recipe is the spice. You can use nutmeg, you can use ginger, you can use allspice, mixed spice, cinnamon.
Curry
little
powder.
Steer clear of the curry powder. Steer clear of the curry powder. Nah. Keep away from them, right? Keep away from those. That is cinnamon and allspice. So mix the two of them together. Little bit of butter. So there's about 60 grams of butter in there. Stir it all around. Now, if you don't want to melt your butter, you could just do your classic rubbing in technique that you would use to make a crumble. This on top of an apple tart, or not an apple tart, but an apple crumble. To use it as a crumble topping is amazing. To bake it off on a flat tray in the oven and use it as like a granola or to top your porridge with, to have that crunchy, crispy, spiced. So it's real gentle autumn spices going into this.
Put on a bit of natural yogurt or whatever.
Yeah, a little bit of fruit, yogurt, this on top. And it's like it's whole grain flour and oats, so it's really, really nice. For the actual muffins, they're kind of following the same vibe. I have 100 grams of whole wheat flour, 100 grams of plain white flour, and I have 100 grams of oats. So with the oats that I just had, the regular ones, I got like a NutriBullet food processor, blitzed them up so they turn into a powder.
Oat flour then, or oat
yeah.
Okay.
So you're getting so much slow release energy in this. There's so much fibre. So they're really, really good. Now I did try them with no white flour, on all wholemeal flour and all oats, but they were a bit dense.
No
so
crack.
I wanted to lighten them up just a little bit.
You'd be
Nice and regular.
sucking on the muffin for a good 8 hours.
They were chewy. And look, that's my job. That's what I'm here for, is to do those things and figure those things out. So nobody has to do it at home.
Okay, so the little bit of white, it goes a long way in terms of
it does. It lightens them up. And then they do need quite a bit of raising agent. So there's 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder going in there. So typical muffin method, which is really easy because you don't need any equipment. All your wet ingredients, all your dry ingredients. So dry ingredients are going in here. I have chia seeds. These are like one of those wonder superfoods. So again, loads of fibre. Mind you, like this recipe actually doesn't need the fibre because there's so much in there already. But a little bit extra never goes astray. So they're really handy.
You taste them in it?
Not at all.
You don't?
No,
okay.
not in this capacity. And again, if you're making something like overnight oats or something like that, you can stir them in.
Yeah,
you kind of don't know they're really there. Yeah. Pecan nuts, one of my favorite nuts going in. They have a really distinctive taste. I think there's something kind of...
Are they your favourite nuts?
They are.
What's your second favourite nut?
Pistachio.
Okay.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to think about it.
Oh God, yeah.
Do you know your top 3 nuts off the top of your head?
Coconut would be third. Easy. Next.
Simples.
Next question.
Oh, I can't believe cashew didn't make your top 3. Very disappointing.
I do like cashew.
Yeah.
Macadamia nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Enough nuts.
Concentrate.
What's your recipe? What was that you threw in?
That was the cinnamon and the mixed spice
The last
again.
little bit
So you're
again.
replicating it, yeah.
Okay.
Then wet ingredients. So I have buttermilk in here. Into that, I'm going to pop a good 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
That was very generous. Essence? Oh no, the extract. You love the extract.
Yeah. So try and get the good stuff if you can. 2 eggs, crack them in. So traditionally, something like this, you might have 4 eggs, but we're splitting that kind of the liquid between the eggs and the buttermilk, which is really nice. Maple syrup. So I'm using a little bit of maple syrup. There's not much of a difference nutritionally between maple syrup and sugar. It's more for the flavour that I'm actually putting it in, because it's
quite expensive, isn't it, maple syrup?
Yeah, it is. So if you wanted to just up the sugar from 120 to 180, you could do that, no problem. Yeah. Whisk that all around. I mean, this is just so easy. Wet into dry, and then the melted butter is going to go in.
Dry? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Melted butter going in. So this is a very wet mixture before it goes into the oven. But if you think about something like your oats and your wholemeal flour, they absorb so much of that liquid. So in order to not make them too dry, you do want a very wet mixture. Next up, I am using my pears. Now you can use fresh pears or you can use tinned pears. I love tinned pears. Tinned pears are one of those I don't know, like nostalgic
Yeah, it is.
comfort
No,
foods for
Yeah.
me.
We've got 2 minutes, but you've got your tin pears chopped already. And
Yeah,
diced,
so I chopped
okay.
those up. They're lovely. We were chatting earlier. I was saying years ago, my mum used to make this dessert for Christmas, and I don't even know where it came from. It was tinned pears. She used to crush up like chocolate chip cookies, like Maryland chocolate chip cookies. So you had a layer of tinned pears, layer of cookies, layer of like grated chocolate or chocolate sauce, layer of fresh cream, and layer all this up in a bowl. And I swear to God, when we were about 8 years old, 9 years old,
No chia seeds in there, lads.
there wasn't. There
Apart from
wasn't.
chia seeds, she
and
was
at
rare.
Christmas night or Stevens's morning, you'd be getting up and you'd be digging in with a spoon for the leftovers. And oh my God, I don't even know what it was, but tinned pears are one of my delicious, nostalgic foods for sure. I love them.
Tastes like home. Look at you with your fancy cupcake.
Yes.
Cases.
And you know what I'm going to tell you? I have, these are actually, and well done, they're cupcake cases, not actually muffin cases. So I'm calling these muffins, but
We're down to our last minute.
that's perfect. Basically, I've done them smaller portions. So again, just for being a little bit more health conscious, all of that stuff. The smaller portion, you're still going to have loads actually in a cupcake tin, and you can fill these up quite high without having that massive, massive, massive portion.
Okay.
And then sprinkle of your crumble on top, and then these bake at 180 for 25 minutes.
The crumble goes into the oven as well at the same
is
time.
so
Grant's
warm.
done it
The whole
afterwards.
lot goes
Okay,
on
great.
top, but guys,
Oh, these are warm.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
warm
lovely.
out of the oven. It's the crumble that honestly, it just makes them sing and ping because you get that sweetness on top.
Is it singing?
Yeah, cinnamon and
It's banging. A 50p muffin is in Karen Coster's mouth.
57 cents.
57-cent muffin.
But no,
It's
they're
about singing.
gorgeous, and when they're warm out of the oven, they're really, really,
Ashton
really
Larkin,
lovely.
you've done it again. Absolutely incredible. You can get the whole thing on do a search for VMTV or 6 Eats. You can check it all out on the online internet. So that's all we've got time for. A massive thank you to our guests and, of course, to Ashton Larkin for the 57-cent muffins
There you go.
tonight. Absolutely lovely.
Myself and Martin are back tomorrow as usual. Thank God. Have a lovely evening.
See you tomorrow. Oh, brilliant.